All right, we're going to read through this. I don't know where this is going. It's going to be a nice surprise. Disney's new Alien movie does what Ridley Scott's 79 original was intentionally avoiding. So this is about Romulus. Disney's new entry in the Alien movie franchise proves that filmmakers still don't understand the magic of Ridley Scott's 1979 original. All right, let's see. Again, preface this, I have not read this, so I don't know what's going to happen here. All right. Disney's new Alien movie, Alien Romulus, takes a different approach from Ridley Scott's original, focusing on a group of young people in a slasher in space scenario. Is that what they're... Yeah, that's what they're saying for 79. Okay. While this departure from the original may concern fans, incorporating the teen slasher formula can potentially rejuvenate the franchise and appeal to modern viewers. So I think they're saying they don't want it to be kind of a cheap slasher. By leveraging the strengths of the action-forward slasher genre and featuring a relatable young cast, Alien Romulus has the opportunity to capture the magic of the original film and speak to audiences today. As more information comes to light about the premise of Disney's new Alien movie, it's clear the upcoming release explores exactly what Ridley Scott's original 79 film actively avoided. Alien Romulus, from Don't Breathe director Fede Alvarez, has reportedly wrapped filming ahead of its 2024 premiere, pushing Disney's 20th Century Fox Studios to share more information about the movie's story. However, the press release gives franchise fans a reason to be concerned. It doesn't seem like the Disney entry is interested in echoing Scott's classic movie. What are they saying? Aside from James Cameron's 1986 sequel Aliens, the franchise has seen more than its fair share of box office bombs and critical disappointments. From action-packed crossovers with the Predator series, if Prey, the latest installment of Alien's sister series Predator, is any indication, taking a well-worn franchise in a completely new direction can be both divisive and incredibly successful. Prey was probably one of the best Predator movies to come along. Okay, new Alien movies, young people focus is more traditional horror than Alien was. Okay, I see what they're saying here. A press release from Disney's 20th Century Studios sheds more light on the plot of the highly anticipated Alien Romulus. The film is said to follow a group of young people on a distant world who find themselves in a confrontation with the most terrifying life form in the universe. While this focus on young adult characters doesn't come as a huge surprise given the film's casting announcements, it's a stark departure from the original movie. Ridley Scott's film essentially focuses on truckers in space. Originally, ordinary working class people like Sigourney Weaver, Ellen Ripley, who are confronted with extreme circumstances. So while grafting a teens being stalked premise onto a space setting sounds entertaining, it also betrays some of the core traits that make the original 79 film an enduring classic. I see the concern there, and I think they're right. But, a couple things. Fede Alvarez, I think, is perfect for the Alien franchise. He's a really great director. I love Don't Breathe. I love the Evil Dead remake. He's got a nasty style of directing that could fare well for a xenomorph type setting. Now, as far as characters go, if you have what they're saying like teenage characters in space, I see the concern, but here's the thing. It all comes down to the writing. It all comes down to are those characters developed well, And I would like to think that Fede Alvarez would care about that type of stuff. I don't think he would just want, throwaway characters, one-dimensional, annoying characters. And I think like Don't Breathe. Don't Breathe has young characters in it, but I think those characters are pretty interesting and fleshed out. The three main protagonists, even though they're robbers, Jane Levy is fantastic in there. You want her to get out of there. You root for her. And then you got the other guy who's just a complete jerk off. And then you got the young kid who's naive and scared. And so they did the work in fleshing out those characters. And I think that's a big reason why Don't Breathe worked. So take for example, if you had Jane Levy, she could pass for, young 20s, something like that. If you had a Jane Levy type actress in an Alien movie, that could work. That could work great. I think, and even Sigourney Weaver was pretty young when she did the first Alien, but I think the problem there is everybody around her, these were adults with adult problems. So I think that's the concern here is they don't want teenagers who are, thinking about their boyfriends or girlfriends or whatever. And that's the biggest of their issues outside of the xenomorph. They want them to have real problems. But really, if you think about the main cast in Alien, what is the main problems that they were really talking about outside of the threat? Getting paid? That was pretty much like complaining about. And you had some dissension in the ranks, about because Ripley ends up making a choice that Dallas should have made, and Dallas wasn't around, and so she had to make the choice. So, you have a little bit of that there, the rank structure and all that, but that's not anything that is. I don't want to say it's not important. The script is important, but these aren't the biggest problems in the world. So I think if these. And I don't even know if they're teenagers, okay? They could be 20-somethings, all right? I'm hoping and praying that this isn't like a bunch of teenagers wanting to hook up. That works great for a normal slasher like Jason movie, but for an Alien, you don't really want that bullshit, okay? You definitely want these to be young adults with adult problems, right? But really the main focus being the threat of the xenomorph, all right? So at this point, I'm not too concerned about that. I still think there's hope that this movie could be great. Yeah, the story's not as crazy as I thought it was going to be, guys. All right? I don't know, what do you guys think? Are you looking forward to Alien Romulus? I would think that there'd be more buzz about this movie because Alien is a big franchise, but it seems like everybody's kind of, they're so into like Terrifier, and which I love Terrifier, don't get me wrong, but maybe it's just Alien is more in the sci-fi realm, but I don't know. I just love that world, right? And a lot of people didn't for Prometheus and Covenant, and I happen to love those movies because the more world building that you can do in the Alien franchise, the better in my book. Okay? Chappie, he says, why can't we get a sequel to Alien Covenant? Finish that trilogy. I want to see the end of David's story because both movies are great. Easy answer. They didn't perform that well. Covenant was a very mixed reception type movie. A lot of people hated that movie. A lot of people loved it. I loved it. But bottom line, it just didn't make the money that they wanted it to make. I don't even think Prometheus really made that much. I think it was in the black. I think it was a success, but I think it was more a critical hit. Whereas I don't know what the Rotten Tomatoes rating is on Covenant. I'd imagine it's probably not that great. So yeah, I think that's the answer. I think if Covenant would have did gangbusters at the box office, then yeah, we'd get that third movie. Because I was even doing updates after Covenant came out that Ridley Scott was talking about the next movie. There was even a name for it, Alien something, and I can't remember. It's been so long. It's been years. And I think he was even talking about doing the next movie between Covenant and Prometheus, which makes it even more confusing. I don't know what Ridley Scott was thinking back then, if I'm being honest. He was a little off his rocker. Okay, he was so into this alien world, which I loved, and at least we got Prometheus and Covenant. I'll always have those in my collection, and I adore both those movies. I love that they stepped outside of the alien comfort zone, and told the story of the space jockey and tried some things different. Got a little bit philosophical, even crazy stuff. What's up, guys? You are at the end of the DD Live clip. What I do is I like to clip these out if I think the topic is important or something that's newsworthy. So thank you for watching. And if you want to watch more, you can go over here. You can go over here, click on one of those. And hopefully I can do this for 20 seconds, which I think I did. Okay, so yeah, thanks for watching, guys.